People, welcome back to Politics Watch. This is Sir P. Now, the picture you're looking at on your screen right now is from a section of Marcus Garvey Drive in Kingston, Jamaica. But this image was not exclusive to Marcus Garvey Drive. It was seen all over the corporate area in Kingston. And a matter of fact, it happens all over Jamaica. Now, what makes this one in particular so terrible is because this happened in a place that is supposedly going under a huge roads construction upgrade, and we have the Chinese and we have supposedly all the best and brightest minds as it relates to roadworks, right, coming together, and they're supposed to give us these nice big pretty roads, right? Now, what I want people to realize is this: my attitude towards road construction in Jamaica or any sort of major infrastructure work in Jamaica has evolved over the years. See, at first I thought it's because we didn't have the money. And by we, I mean Jamaican governments, regardless of whichever party is in power. I always thought, oh, well, we don't have the money. See, that's not the case. What I'm starting to realize is that what we are witnessing before our very eyes is legal scamming. See, there is just no way you're going to convince me that all these engineers, all these people who've gone to all the schools in the world, sat down, decided they were going to build roads, and in the process of building those roads, drainage was not considered. You're not going to convince me that is possible. At this stage, we have to just accept it for what it is. This sort of negligence, this sort of incompetence is not accident. They're doing it on purpose. See, the plan is do the work wrong, take the taxpayers' money, do the work the first time, do it wrong. When something goes seriously off course, and we have flooding like we see here on Marcus Garvey Drive, then people are going to bawl out, Lord of mercy, the road flood. Then you're going to need a second batch of taxpayers' money to fix the first road work that was done. So that's a second payment, right? Then when something else goes wrong, people bawl out again, Lord have mercy, the road of this, the road of that. Now we need a third batch of taxpayers' money. And it goes on, and it goes on. When they could have done the work right the first time. These people know about drainage. I'm no engineer. You're no. Most people listening to this right now wouldn't be no road engineer or whatever them call themselves. But if you're building something in your yard, you, as somebody who didn't go to all these different schools for it, would know, okay, well, rainfall, so we need somewhere where the water will go. This is basic ABC stuff. When I was young, and we used to dig up all kind of things in the dirt, and we used to throw water and make water, we used to carve out drainage. Or we are going to carve that little part in the road so that's the water. The water run through and flow down. This was picnic thing. And you're trying to tell me all these engineers take all this asphalt, fly in all these big cranes from all over the world, the most expensive machinery you can think of. And at no point when they were building from the ground up, they didn't think, yeah, drainage. Yeah, we're gonna need somewhere for this water to go. People, we're not talking about a tsunami, you know. There are some acts of Mother Nature we just can't totally prepare for. Like, for example, Japan has one of the best flood protection system in the world. But when certain level of tsunami go there, the place just can't help but flood out because they're dealing with that much water. People, the water will flood out Kingston at some little 3-hour rainfall, you know. 3-hour rainfall. We're not talking about tsunamis. We should be able to have a drainage system to manage this. We are a Caribbean island, right, that is already prone to rainfall a certain time of the year. But not only that, we are prone to hurricanes. So, what is the point of all these big pretty roads? White line going down the middle for miles and miles, right? Big flashy lights, people are clap them hand. Whoa, Jamaica turn foreign now. Whoa, Jamaica upgrade. And a 2-hour rainfall can bring the entire nation or the entire city to a standstill. How much people lose, how much vehicle, car mash up. If you look at 2-3 hour rainfall, we're not talking about Hurricane Dorian here. A little showers. So what's going to happen if we get another Gilbert? What happened if Gilbert's son, Gilroy, decide he might go pass through? I'm sorry, but we have to just say what it is. This is legal scamming. The taxpayers are being taken for a ride. So now, to fix the work that should have been done in the first place, we're going to need to borrow a next portion of money. And you know how that go already. Something have to go raise, some sort of fees have to go, some tax have to go raise somewhere, because the money no come from thin here to pay about that. Right. When the work could have been done right the first time. And let me tell you something. You see the people who are supposedly overseeing these roadworks. These are the people who are the head of the scamming operation. Because them stand up down there every day and them clean them a monitor. Right? Let's say the Chinese come here and them a bill. Let's say the Chinese get an oversight and how often rainfall at Jamaica or them thing. It is up to the local so-called experts. It is up to the bodies that oversee roadwork to say, listen, you can't build nothing until you show where the water will go. So why wasn't that done? That's what I want to know. Why wasn't it done? And let me tell you something. You see this roadworks that people are give the Chinese credit for like them to do something. This standard of work they're doing is subpar. It only look great by Jamaican standards. It only look great when you compare it to what we had before. But when you go to, there's multiple Asian countries. There's multiple parts of China, right, where they have flooding issues and them start it out over this. So why them can't start it out right there? There are plenty of countries in Asia that are very flat, right? Very close to sea level. They're prone to flooding and them deal with this. Now look at 2 hour, 3 hour rainfall can't flood out them countries. So. Right? So why them I come down here with this subpar level of work? People that talk like, oh, Jamaica and New York now, or Jamaica or London. No 2 hour rainfall can't flood New York. No 2 hour rainfall can't flood London. Because when man make the road, they plan, right, and they assess for all eventualities. They know we have rain, we have snow. We're prone to this, we're prone to that. Let's put these steps in place. But as Jamaicans, we sit back and watch man just dig up road, throw down road. Right? And say, oh look, whoa, big progress. We're on firing now. And the basics, something like drainage, proper, adequate drainage, not in place. But who cares? As long as the road looks smooth and pretty, everything alright. That is our culture, obsessed with the exterior. It no matter if no substance on the behind it, it no matter if no real planning on the behind, as long as it look pretty on the outside. Progress. Turn foreign. So brace on yourself for the next round of what I don't know where the increase is going to come from, but you best believe taxpayers will be funding this new $20 billion project to fix out of Marcus Garvey Drive and fix the flooding across the country. $20 billion. Because Jamaica not produce nothing for Jamaica not producing or making anything to the extent where we can just find 20 billion, right? So you best believe some increase is coming somewhere to fund it. But hey, who cares? As long as we have some big pretty road. When the next rainfall come, I will flood out and everybody vehicle mash up and people house wash it. Ah well, I just let them think they go. Patreon squad, big up on yourself. Please like, comment and share the video.